Orange quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set
as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Well, I'm going to Panera at 11:30, so I don't have to sleep in that much. Technically 4 days, because in the weekend. Which is good, because we're not going to have a day off till spring break, so...
Here we go, here we go, here we go. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mostert. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I see the Packers put their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning
Well,
on
it
the other
didn't
side.
say
As a play caller, you're fighting that way right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's complete to Sanders. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. And across the chalk, into the end zone, is a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games? Well, it can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
21.
Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Mostert, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun.
You guys have the audacity to think I'm about to give you.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there out of Kamara. 54 yards on the ground.
Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Push him back. Slam. Watch out.
X3, 218, chop.
Twist. Watch the twist.
What's this, son? Gray 15. What's this?
Working from the gun. Wentz. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook. his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
21, 21. 21. Pilot, 64, weak.
He's coming.
13. 21.
Now a handoff looking right. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go. Like 80!
55.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Titus.
Stop!
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Fucking done with this game because I'm sick and tired of it.
Check 26. Hey, watch.
21.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
21. 51, Omaha.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Let's go, boys.
1st down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, gun.
And again this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. He's checking.
11.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Third and short, McKinnon. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 4th down now after a loss of 2. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they?
Get off
they want
of
to be
her!
upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
CD, you know, there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018.
Yeah.
The crazy
Don't
stat
fucking
of the
do it
year,
again. You understand me.
extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1 in the 2018 season.
That's fielded in the end zone.
God damn it.
No run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
That's where you be out of breath. Shit.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Wentz, I think this is going to be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker 2, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Go. 280. Lefty.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Wentz. That'll be complete to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. No.
Hey, Ford, don't kill.
Here's Wentz to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Oh, wow.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Wentz. Looking long for Thomas. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We got 1, Omaha. Back. 56. Here we go, D.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
I got you. 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 15. 21. Hey, look 3.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, We know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Going deep this time for Miller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the hold on special teams backs them up all the way inside the 15 to start.
Watch Aiden creep. Watch Aiden creeping. 11. Switch. Lock.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
12. 61. Max box lights.
Really?
2nd down, McKinnon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Here we go. Mike is 59. Come. He's coming. Double up. White. 12. Hey, exit.
From the 39, Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
10:52. Hey, alert.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. Check. No. All right, T, let's tighten up. Rush in. Watch the eye. Check 12, fellas. Here we go.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here we go. 180. 21.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
Hey, foxtrot. Check, 59. Hey, come on.
Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Here we go. 36. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now Garoppolo leads from McKinnon on the draw. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They go back to Grant. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check 99. Check 99. Whip. Watch the whip. Joker.
They'll run it now with Juszczyk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Slam.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fellow, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wentz. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there, good for his Saints first down. Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. Set 70, Indy. Hey. Check. Get it.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the 49ers, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Quit it.
Titus, get off of her. Why are you hovering over her while she chews a bone? Literally just hovering over her. Get away from her.